dataset option NOBS. This one, what is the use of NOBS option? To identify number of observations for a dataset. Okay, how many ways we have to identify the observations count? This is also very important, guys. So today we are going to discuss first option, identifying observation count. So coming classes also we are going to use few more methods to identify observation count. Okay, if you want to identify how many observations are there in the input data set, NOBS option we are going to use. Okay, so like this, around 5 to 6 methods are there to identify the observation count. Keep on, we are going to learn, and everything once done with all methods, we'll list down all methods. Okay, then you can easily remember. Now, data underscore null underscore. Never discuss, right? It's time to discuss about underscore null underscore. I don't want to create a data set, but I want to use a data step. Okay, to identifying the observation count, why I need to create a data set? I don't want, for example, to explain importance of the underscore null underscore, x equals to 25, y equals to 50. Okay, so here check equals to x into y and run. I want to know what will be the value 25 into 50 by using my SAS programming. Okay, for that, no need to create a data set. Without creating a data set also, simply you can check what will be the value 25 into 50. See here, I am using underscore null underscore. That means data statement executed. Just a data statement used. That's it. Where is data set? Data set is not going to create case. Null data set. We are not creating data set. Then where is the value Balu? It is not displaying anywhere. How can we check the value? Yes. So whenever we are going to use underscore null underscore, there we are going to use put statement, guys. Put. I said, right? We are going to learn few more statements here. Yes, underscore null underscore means null data set. Put statement. By using put statement, you can check any variable value. So you want to check variable value, right? Just use put check. Submit. See here, 1250 it is displaying. It is displaying fine value, but along with my line number, it is displaying. Here, as I have 4 numbers, okay, fine. In case if it is a 2 number value, you may get confused, right? For better understanding, for easy understanding your log window, you can use some text, guys. Not mandatory, but you can use for easy identification in the log window like this. Within the quotations, you can use any text, not a problem, your wish. Any special characters also you can use there. For example, 25 into 50 value equals to, okay, so no need to put exactly same. You can use anything. This is just for display purpose in the log window, just for display. Now you can see somehow better when compared with previous one, this one. So 25 into 50 value equals to 1250. It's better, right? It is giving some notes, but no need to bother about, no need to worry. See here, for example, try to use double quotations. We are using some special character, that's why it is displaying. Now it's fine. Okay, so try to use double quotations with put statement, guys. Single quotation also not a problem actually. Maybe we did something wrong. That's why it is displaying. Yeah, it's fine. So previously, so we are using So without space, we are using variable name. That's the problem. Okay. So just use space. Hmm. So here, without creating a data set, if you want to check any variable value, there you can use underscore null underscore to execute data statement without creating a data set. Here we are not creating a data set. So what is the user put statement? To display the variable value put statement. So directly if you use variable name, yes, it is going to display like this. But if you want to add some additional text for better identification, just use some text, any text, up to you, your wish. There is no restrictions for your text, guys. Okay. So now we'll discuss few more. For example, data underscore null underscore set SAS help dot class. I want to check uh, all names. Put name and run. Submit. All 90 names it will display, as you can see in the log window. Alfred, Barbara, and Carol, and all this. For example, anyone if you tell me, I want to check first five names only. First five names only. Then
OBS 5.
run to run. Just use OBS equals to 5. So that means it is going to retrieve 5 records only. Now, 5 names only. It will display Alfred, Alice, Barbara, Carol, Henry. Not only one variable. For example, if you want to display age variable, if you want to display yes, name, age, there you can see name and age it will display. Huh? If you want to display sex variable, sex, or else if you want to display all variables, all variables it will display. Along with variable names, it is going to display like this. See, name Alfred, sex variable M, age variable 14, height and weight, and underscore underscore 0, underscore n underscore. So these variables also will create right in the PDB. Underscore n underscore underscore r underscore. Yes. Along with all the variables, it will display. All PDB variables, it will display. Okay. If you want to check specific variable, just use specific variable. Or else underscore character underscore. It's not working here. Okay. So deal with the character variables, guys, actually. Not with put statement here in the data set. With arrays, we are going to use later. I will explain about underscore character underscore underscore numeric underscore everything. But this one, either you can use your variable names, okay, or else all variables, name, sex, and age. Yeah. Now coming to the point. How to identify the guys? Am I clear? What is the use of underscore null underscore and put statement? Put statement to display the variable values in the log window without creating a SAS data set. We are going to use whenever we are going to use underscore null underscore. There we are going to use put statement. Mostly we are going to use put statement in macros, guys. Advanced as programming to check the macro variable values. Always we are going to use percent put. We'll discuss later. But meanwhile, just try to understand what is the use of put statement to check the variable value. In the log window, we are going to use put statement. Underscore null underscore null data set. I don't want to create a data set, but I want to use my data step. Without data step, is it possible, guys? This one, open code, without data step and run step. If I run this program, can I get output? No, right? Okay, in SAS programming, either it should be either start with the data, ending with run. I will start with proc and with run. Open code, if you try to submit, nothing happened here. Invalid statement, invalid statement. That's why we are using our data step. Now, coming to this one. observation count. To identify the observation count for any data set, data underscore null underscore. So any questions, guys, please. SAS help.cars, or else first we'll go with class. Let me go with cars only. NOBS equals to, okay, this option, insert statement only. So what is the NOBS option used here? NOBS option, see, if you place cursor, creates and names a temporary variable. That variable value is usually the total number of observations in the input data set. Okay, with help of NOBS option, if you create one variable, for example, my variable is X, any variable you can use. Okay, any name, just follow the name rules. This X variable value, NOBS will set total number of the records in the input data set, guys. See here, again I'm showing. NOBS option will create and names a temporary variable. This is temporary variable. You are not able to find in the output data set. Okay, this is temporary. Only in the log window to check your observations count. There you can use temporarily. Temporary variable whose value is usually the total number of observations in the input data set or data sets. Only one data set we are using. So total number of observations. How many observations we have? 428. 428 observations. So X variable value is 428. Who is going to set? This option will set X variable value 428. Okay. And then, for example, put X. Submit. There is a problem, guys, here. So you can expect what is going to happen. X variable value 428, okay, fine. But how many records we have? 428 records. So 428 times it will display in the log window 428, 428, 428 like that. See, because 428 iterations is happen. Every iteration put statement is displaying X value in the log window, guys. I don't want all 428 iterations. My first iteration itself, I have my total number of the records. I want to stop within the first iteration itself. How to stop? Using stop. Just to use stop. Then what is going to happen? Data underscore null underscore set to sans.cause. This statement will execute. Once execute this statement, NOBS option will set X variable value 428. Put it will display X variable value 428 in the log window. So there is a stop. Stop stops execution of the current data step. So once stop executed, SAS will stop these iterations within a moment. That's it. Submit. Only one time 428 it will return. Stop. Try to use, guys, whenever so here, okay, 428 records. If it is a millions of the records, it will take time, right? That's why. And try to use some text here for better understanding in the log window. Yeah. Cars dataset observation count. Okay, as we are not using any special character, it is displaying along with observation count. For example, if I use something like this. Yeah. Okay. Questions, please, guys, now. Not that much difficult to understand. Easy concept only, NOBS.
So
Am I
why
clear?
are we using this null? Why we are using? So what is the point?
That's what I said. So I don't want to create a data set. I want to check my observations count.
Just
Okay,
for
to check
checking.
observations. Yeah, just for checking. Just for checking. Why we need to create data set then? Unnecessarily. See, what is the
Okay.
use of data set? For example, I'm using data set there. Data. Hmm?
Mm-hmm.
Submit. Nothing is there.
Okay.
Hmm.
So, sir,
For
in place of
example,
this,
without stop. Hmm. Tell me.
in place of this cars dataset observation count which you have written, can we mention like NOBS is equal to X input statement?
No, not with any statement, only with set statement. Only with set statement.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because in the set statement there is input data set, right? So as you
Mm.
have input data set in the set statement, there only you can use, not with the data statement, not with any other statement.
Okay.
Not only X, any name you can use here. Any name, just follow the naming rules, okay?
Okay.
C and D, C and. Okay, no need to create. So while using NOBS option, we never create dataset. That's that. Even if you create dataset, it will not display. See, without stop, of course, dataset is going to create. See, with all 428 observations. But where is your CNT observation count? Nothing. In log
Yes.
window, it will display 428 times unnecessarily. There is no point to create SAS dataset. So that's why we are not creating. That's why we are not creating. So because this is temporary variable, only for displaying purpose in the log window. So no need to create a dataset. That's why we are using underscore null underscore
Yes,
and
once
stop.
Masuma asked this question, sir, like how we are going to know the number of observations. Masuma, here is the answer.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
This is one of the method to identifying the observation count for any data. For example, we'll try any other one. SAS help.hot 5209 records there. There it is. Now dataset. So SAS help hot if you want to check. Yes, there you can check. Just scroll down 5209 records. This is best method, guys, actually, to identify the observation count. We are not executing complete data set within the first iteration itself. We are stopping SAS and we are getting total count 5000. See, there were one observation only reading from the data set SAS help dot. Just one iteration only happened. Okay, within a moment we are stopping, right? First iteration happened and we are using stop. So it is stopping and it is displaying your observation count in the log. Done. This is about an OPS option, guys. Important one, just keep in mind.